What's happening, John Line guys? Welcome back to We Happy Few. This is chapter 5 of the We All Fall Down DLC. When we last left off, we were in the prison area. We have to get our equipment back. Our equipment's in this room. I just have to figure out how to open that door. So I'm reckoning we go this way, possibly. Maybe there's a switch we hit. We do have enough skill points to get the, to get a upgrade, but just because of how the game's been going, we're gonna save up the point and get that shush upgrade, which will allow us to choke out bobbies and doctors. Make sure we don't fall down there. As soon as he moves, we're jumping down. Burning Bright. Top secret clearance, eyes only to any surviving agents of the Special Operations Executive. Not too bad. This secret port is to be treated with the utmost care and security. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my one-time pad, so I wasn't able to properly encode it. Underlord continues apace. I've set a trap for the tigers. And most extra special importantly, I have secured the documents necessary to complete Phase 4 of the operation, which I am dubbing Burning Bright. It is only a matter of time now before we bring the whole wretched system down, along with its most menacing maniacs. If I am to be captured while bravely performing my duty, the Burning Bright plans are under special guard by my personal security detail at the usual safe house. Special Agent JB. P.S. Please burn after reading, and then eat the ashes. We cannot take any risks. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Hey, got our stuff back.
What there? Oh, no, it's not our place to take my feelings, but I couldn't resist taking a butcher's at your stings, Miss Bill.
How is the honoured guest enjoying our hospitality?
Of course. How did I know?
We found her! I won't have it.
Definitely have to use that ability more than shove ability. This guy is super helpful. When we last finished, we actually saved in here. It's not where we started, obviously, as you've seen. I did want to just look around real quick. See if there's anything for me to pick up there. That was so bad. I meant to like jump onto that and run across. That did not work. I had to remember where I needed to go for a second. We out. Peace. Alright. Let me get comfy here for a second. Real quick.
Father?
I suppose children must burn their hands before they can believe that stoves are hot.
The cell door.
I hope you'll be sensible from now on. I have only so many strings I can pull.
I'm so sorry, Father. I thought people would come to their senses.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson. Listen, I have a safe house. Provisions for a year. Invisible from the street. We'll ride out the storm there.
You've been stockpiling food. People are starving! We have a duty.
Our duty now is to rescue what we can. Salvage something for this whole rotten mess. Even if it's only 2 or 3 people.
Someone has to save them.
I'm getting my boat working. If I can get to Ireland,
His duty is to save himself.
I have to go. Duty insists.
Duty's not always pretty.
Duty's not always pretty. You don't always get a bright, shiny medal.
You're deserting.
Well, you obviously can't show your face until people forget.
Coward!
Yeah, Dad. Take out the whip and just whoosh, beat his ass. Alright, snap back to reality here. Yeah, I'm getting like really big Dishonored vibes and I love it. You guys know how much I love Dishonored, so. I don't really know if I need to get this, but we'll get it. So I just need 10 more points, right? Or 10 more contractors. I don't feel like there's that much left in the game, but we'll see. Something to backtrack to.
Look what I found.
I'll look for a way up if there isn't one.
Only makes it hard right now. That's the one what done it. I love a game of hide and seek.
I do want to backtrack, however possible. Have to figure that out. From here, it looks like the only way forward is through this building. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to backtrack anyways, is what the game's kind of showing me here.
Too many bobbies on the ground. Safer to take the rooftops.
Okay. Okay.
What then must we do?
Before Brahma can create a new universe, Shiva must destroy the old one.
You saw what happened! One half of the town will kill the other half. I might as well be murdering them myself.
Would you rather murder half the town or let all of them commit suicide by starvation. Because those are your choices.
They won't see it that way. They'll hate me.
Oh, yes. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
But God help me. I can do no other.
Important leadership lessons with
Let's see
Lonnie.
if Johnny's managed to blow up my house.
We're already at 3, so I only need 7 more. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, I could have just jumped. Trying to see if I'm missing anything. Does not look like this. Probably stay out of that water. Man, that fucking charge up for the attack is stupid. I'd rather you not kill me, miss. Apparently the other guy died, or did you just... I think he just ran away. To be decided, I guess. Oh yeah, he just ran away. Four. I think I know where we're at now. This is where we came through earlier. Or Johnny got captured and we got the dart gun. Excuse me. Alright, doesn't look like there's much here. In terms of really anything. I have to see this. Hey. So you, yeah, it was 100% possible to do like a sequence right there. We've already been through this place, I know that. Alright. Brutal path, here we come. Get inside. Oh, there's wanted posters all around. Now it's really reminiscent of fucking Dishonor.
The constabulary is out in force. Strange to be on their bad side.
I haven't the foggiest, but I'll tell you, it was the best meal I've had in days. I'd imagine sandwich wasn't bad either. It wasn't bad either.
I don't see a way around them there. So distracting them. Of course, they moved as soon as I say that. Constable Bacon. So there I hit the wrong button. I have 3 mouse buttons on my mouse, and there's one in between them, which is a burst fire for if you're playing any kind of shooting game. But if you're playing anything in general, it still acts as a left click. So I accidentally hit that when I went to go hit choke out. Instead of choking out,
Ow! I see you.
without that alerted the people inside the building. I feel like that's a way up there. Maybe not. That's definitely a way up though.
I suppose I'll never live here again. Not sure I deserve to either.
I almost fucked that up.
Caught.
How am I trying to? Oh, this window. Joy facts. Everyone's talking about Joy, the fabulous new wonder drug from Hayworth Labs. You've probably heard that you must take your Joy immediately. Here are some answers to some commonly posed questions about the drug. Is it true that Joy has a bitter aftertaste? Excuse me. Not true. Joy, available in chocolate and soon coconut, has a pleasantly sweet flavor that lingers on the tongue. Does Joy cause conjugal dysfunction? Not sure. Not true, rather. Joy users remain martially vigorous while on their regime, and on the contrary, some rare cases of trapezium have been noted in avid users. Don't know that word. Is there such thing as too much of a good thing? As long as you keep to Dr. Hayworth's prescribed regimen of 1 pill an hour, you've got nothing to worry about. Resist the temptation to overindulge. Is it possible to develop a tolerance to joy? Not at all, but if you entertain the false assumption that your joy has stopped working, a brief chat with the doctor should sort you out. Was the joy formulation based on stimulants used by German forces in wartime? No. Short answer for that one. I wonder if this house is the same layout though. So far it's looking like it.
Well, it's Indian tradition, isn't it? Children go with a father in a divorce.
Not to England, they don't.
Well, Vicky agreed.
Yes, you've taught her weakness.
Anyway, you can't stop me.
I think His Highness my father certainly can stop.
You're an unfit mother.
How?
It is my sad duty to inform you that you are to be arrested for spying for the Indian independence movement.
No. As if you haven't known that for years. Why do you want to take her to England?
Because she's mine.
And I'm leaving you.
No.
You were such a dashing lieutenant. Now, you're just a tragic, dull bureaucrat.
No.
Vicky, have you been spying on us?
Darling, why don't you go off and play? I need to call your father some rather nasty names.
At least she's honest about it.
A waste of manpower, this is. The road home is the last place a clever clogs like Miss Bing would run to.
Gonna need that for later, probably. What kind of fucking path are you on?
What's going on there? Bash them all!
You'll never get a bright, shiny medal, Johnny. But you deserve one. Now, I just need the plans from your safe house.
I think I could jump over this. I definitely could. Nope. Definitely cannot.
Oh!
Alright. Johnny's safe house. Oh, I think I might know where his safe house is. Remember, there is the conductor back here. It was up on the ledge.
Johnny's plans are up there in the haberdasher's attic. Cleverly hidden behind that gigantic bright neon sign.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh no, shit all, people. Go for this, huh?
And all along, Mad Johnny Bolton was doing the only sensible thing, while I sipped tea and popped pills.
Trying to see if there was a lost my train of thought, to tell you the truth. I think I was gonna go with the contraption. Easiest way is just forward. Jesus, look at this corridor. Okay. I feel like we're coming up to the end.
Attention all staff! Miss Bing is running amok in this factory. Doctor, stop her!
Say, we need this.
Miss Bing, what is wrong? What is their support is the only thing keeping them alive.
I have enough healing bombs where I'm not too worried about taking damage. Frankly, honest with you. Been in here before, so I don't think I'll find anything there. Yes, I've been in the boiler room. And back there, yeah.
Are you really going to punish us all to save your guilty conscience? Are you going to destroy your father's life's work? Will that finally make him proud of you?
I think the other one's down on the floor there. Both are actually.
There's the guilty bugger. Right
Go on then, do it! Tear it all down! You'll feel so much better.
I'm not getting out of that way.
My work! My life work!
Jumping to, because goddamn. I didn't know if I could make that jump, but apparently so. I was gonna say, jump off the elevator, just fucking fly down.
Where's that bitch, Victoria?
Find her!
She killed the joy! She blew up Hayworth Labs! Oh God, the little shit!
We've come to the end of our time. You have stopped it in your joy.
Look for survivors. Damn.
I
they're
have
really
become
hung up, huh?
death, destroyer of worlds.
It looks a little loose, not gonna lie.
Where is everyone? Have they all gone? What's left for them? Besides unhappy memories?
Oh, the doctor is wearing their, like, original gear. Not the brown folks.
Oh, look. It's Miss Bing. Lovely day for it, Miss Bing.
We know what you did.
I did what had to be done.
What gives you the right?
What gives you the right?
You were all going to starve to death.
My brother did die.
The bobbies hit him a little too hard.
You lot told us everything was fine. You told us to pretend it was.
We all wanted to pretend. Don't you remember?
We're all leaving. There's nothing left here.
You can go wherever you like.
Just not with us.
But I saved them.
They may never forgive you for that.
What else could I have done?
You don't always get a bright, shiny medal for doing your duty.
What did you say?
That's what I always used to tell your father. Come back to India, Vicky. You miss me. And I'm probably still alive.
Goodbye, Mother. I hope you'll be proud of me.
Bright shiny metal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was We Happy Few. We All Fall Down. Wow. So, to talk about the DLC, I really like this one. It was by far the best one. This was really reminiscent of Dishonored, and when the Dishonored DLCs came out, for example, when you had the Brigmore Witches and you started playing as Dowd and you got into basically a whole other game, but it was still Dishonored, like it was like a mini Dishonored. That's how this DLC made me feel. It felt like a mini We Happy Few, right? Like they took out the crafting, which was perfectly fine, but they kept the upgrades, so it still felt like an adventure game. You still had like reason to go looking for stuff, right? It definitely picked up where the story left off, and I mean, it's hard. The other two DLCs, obviously, they're not meant to be woven like strictly right into the story. There was still some story elements. For example, with Roger and James, there was the whole opening portals, and with Lightbearer, there was the whole Foggy Jack, which you never got a real good sense for it when we were doing our playthrough. But if you were paying close enough attention, you would hear the name Foggy Jack come up here, there, and everywhere. So, but yeah, no, I really like this DLC. I like the whole whipping mechanic. I like the dart gun. I like the way it played out. I like the story. I like the mechanics. It was good. It was definitely by far my favorite DLC out of the 3 DLCs. And there wasn't really anything I can think of actually off top that I didn't like about We All Fall Down. Just crazy to think. But looking at it in a bigger picture, so collectively looking at the 3 DLCs, they were all good. I really enjoyed all of them. Like I had said just moments ago, this one in particular felt like it belonged. It felt like this definitely was a We Happy Few DLC, whereas the other two, you could have rebranded it as anything, and you could have passed it off as anything. But this one, for sure, We Happy Few. It speaks We Happy Few. All the DLCs were good, like I said, though. There's no complaints overall about any of them. The only complaint I had was that one little glitch I had in Roger and James where when I died and came back, there was robots from, like, that were indestructible pretty much, or whatever the case may be. Robots that shouldn't have been there because they weren't there the first time. However, that being said, yeah, no, that was definitely worth it. This one was obviously a little bit longer. This one is going to be 5 chapters long, opposed to 4 and 3 respectively. So, but yeah, no, it was good. I was really happy with it. I have to do playthroughs on all of these DLCs anyways, because there's still other stuff I have to do. They're super easy achievements. Like, for example, with We All Fall Down, I have to shoot 30 TVs with the dart gun. In Lightbearer, I have to serenade 30 people, vibe, and all bunch of stuff. Just like grindy achievements that you're probably not going to get on your first playthrough. You might, but probably not. So with that being said, We Happy Few is now done. There's no more content to make. If I do produce any more content, it's going to be streaming it while I go for probably like the pacifist playthrough or something like that, but we'll see. I don't know what's next. You've heard me say it a million times, I have 1,000,001 games I want to play, never enough time. I'm thinking probably Metro Exodus. I really want to get that underway. I've been looking to that for far too long, and it's just sitting in my library right now, and it's one of those I just want to get to it right. I want to continue the Metro series and go from there. Now, I've heard Metro Exodus is actually pretty different from the first 2 games. and I don't know if that's a good different or a bad different. I just heard it's different. So I'm going to go in that optimistically, open-minded, and we'll see how it goes. Usually I don't get discouraged by stuff like that unless it is a bad different, but like I said, I'm not sure the difference entirely right now as we speak. I still want to jump back to Assassin's Creed because I want to continue with the Assassin's Creed series. I want to continue with the Tomb Raider series. So I think this is the plan. I think I'm going to play Metro Exodus because I want to. That's my own thing. And then I think I'll leave it up for you guys to decide on Instagram. Will I be playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, or will I be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider? I don't think that's the next one. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. No, I think it's Rise of the Tomb Raider. So it'll be between Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or the next game in the Tomb Raider series, following the Tomb Raider game we played earlier this year, which was Tomb Raider 2013, I think. If you're unsure what I'm talking about, just look Tomb Raider up on my channel. It's the only Tomb Raider game I've played on my channel. That series of games, we'll be continuing with that. But yeah, no, I'm going to be posting that on Instagram, letting you guys decide what series we're going to continue with next. And then I think I'm going to hunker down and focus on that series. So, for example, if you choose Tomb Raider, we're going to do whichever one is next, which I believe is Rise of the Tomb Raider. And then we'll do Shadow of the Tomb Raider after that. And if you choose Assassin's Creed, then we'll just start going through Assassin's Creed. We'll do Brotherhood, we'll do Revelations, we'll do come after Revelations 3, and so on and so forth. I might interject with certain games here or there, who knows. I still really want to do Halo. I have the Master Chief's collection, and I've been playing it with a friend there. We've played... What have we played? We've played Combat Evolved 2, 3, and Halo Reach, and we've done playthroughs all on Legendary. Did we do one on Reach, actually? Yes, we did, because we did. I've done 2 playthroughs on Reach and Legendary. Anyways, we've done them all on Legendary, so we've put in the time in each campaign and each game. It's just something I've wanted to play, though. I have it on here, so I figured, hey, I'll do a Halo series, right? But I don't want to start another series, because looking at it now, I'm looking at it this way. I have a lot of series that are started that I want to finish. And not that the series are unfinished. I do have a couple of those, but... video series, but rather game series. So like I said, Assassin's Creed is one of them. We've played through 2 of the games so far, and there's like 10, 12, somewhere up there, right? So it'd be nice to actually continue with that. Tomb Raider is a really highly anticipated series on my channel that I probably should have jumped on quicker. Probably should have gave it to you guys quicker. You guys definitely deserve that. I was definitely looking forward to that. It's just, it wasn't the right timing. I had We Happy Few for a little bit there that I really wanted to jump to. I picked up Star Wars Fallen Order that I really wanted to jump to. All these big AAA titles that are games that I've been looking forward to playing for a while that I might have played on my own time, but I haven't played with my Steam profile. And if I play anything with my Steam profile, 9 times out of 10 you guys will be along with me for the journey, right? So that's just what it is. But yeah, no, I think the next correct move for us would be focusing on game series, because I know people are going to be looking forward to that. So probably, I'm not going to lie, I'm highly expecting Tomb Raider to be the next game series that we focus on, because I think a lot of people will focus for that, or vote for that. So yeah, but this is the plan, and hopefully I can stick to this plan. So I'm going to build a backlog of videos like I always do, right? However, when I do this, so for example, when I sit down and record Tomb Raider, and if I have all of Tomb Raider finished, I think my next move will be going back to starting to stream on my YouTube channel in my spare time when I'm not recording something. Just because I do want to make progress with certain games. I want to still push out content for you guys, but I want to do it in the right way. Now, I could mass upload series. I have, well, to put it in perspective to you, you guys will be seeing this after the fact. When I started uploading police stories, I had that series already done for 3 weeks almost before I started uploading it. And I don't want to flood your sub box. I don't want to push out 18 videos and go, here you go. But I'm also not making it last for content, if that makes any sense. I'm just doing what I've always done, which is 2 videos a day, every single day of the year. Period. I'm hardworking when it comes to my YouTube channel, right? You guys know this. Like, this is my favorite hobby by far, and it's something I really enjoy and take pride in. But I feel this is my problem. I love YouTube, but the only reason I would consider streaming over YouTube is the fact that I feel like I make more content, more diverse content, and I would progress faster. If I became just a streamer, a playthrough streamer, let's say, I don't know if that's an actual term, but if I became a streamer and just played through games, I would be pushing out so much more content than I am just uploading videos to my YouTube channel. And the reason for that being is because, like I said, not flooding your sub boxes. I'm only posting 2 videos a day. Now, I could do 2 different series at the same time, 2 videos a day for each series, or 4 videos a day, 2 for each series. The problem with that is a lot of work, and I don't want to hold myself to that kind of standard in case I start falling behind. Like, I still have a lot of commitment at work, just having to be on call and stuff still right now, so I don't want to get into the groove of that and then fall behind and have to struggle to pick back up and stuff like that. So I think 2 videos a day is perfect. But like I said, I still wouldn't mind pushing out more content on my YouTube channel. And if it's not playthroughs, which is perfectly fine, I just want to push out more overall content. Like I've mentioned this numerous times, I just haven't got there yet. I have BioShock 2 Remastered that I haven't even touched yet on my Steam profile here. I've played BioShock 2 a million times, but I want to do, and this is the problem, I don't want to do a series because I've already done a series. It's going to be the exact same thing. I'm going to go for as close to 100% as I can. We'll play it on the hardest difficulty. That will be that. That was basically how my BioShock 2 series went. The difference being is just it's going to be remastered, right? So there's no point of redoing the series. However, I'd still like to share that experience with you. So I want to stream that for you guys instead. I mentioned it earlier, and that was the first time I mentioned it, but I still have to do a pacifist playthrough of We Happy Few, and I think overall, if I stream it, it will make it more enjoyable for me in the fact of then there will be more of a motive to do it, and then at least you guys can come with me for that journey, and there's still We Happy Few content, because I'm not going to do a whole other series, because like, look at it, this series took us 71 videos plus another 7 plus another 5, so that's 12. So I said what, 71? That would be 83 fucking videos for We Happy Few. That's a lot. That's not the most I've ever done, but that's a lot, right? So the content's kind of coming to a halt here. Like, it should be coming to an end, right? That 83 videos, to put in perspective for you guys, is roughly 41 days. It's actually 42 days. So that's over a month of just pure We Happy Few content. And not even all the people I have that are subbed to my channel won't even want to see We Happy Few. So it's one of those things, right, where it's I gotta do what's right. So that kind of sounded bad, but I gotta do what I feel is best for my channel. I just feel like if I do streaming, then I'm pushing out more content without running the risk of flooding sub boxes or anything like that. But in any case, so that's a whole other discussion. I basically have nothing else to say here. The credits are almost over anyways. But yeah, no, I would definitely highly recommend these DLCs. I still highly recommend the game, but I would say the DLCs are, it depends. If you didn't like We Happy Few, I would recommend playing Roger and James in They Came From Below, and I would even recommend playing Lightbearer, as those are really good DLCs that kind of tone back the game. If you did enjoy the game, I would say play all the DLCs and save We All Fall Down for last, because if you play We All Fall Down first and digress from that, you might not like the other DLCs because they'll feel like they're minimalist rip-offs almost. They won't feel like We All Fall Down did. However, if you play them how we did, starting with Roger and James and Lightbearer, and then We All Fall Down, it will feel good because you won't be losing that adventuring aspect of your game, right? So that's just my thoughts. Anyways, that's it. Like I said, this is almost done, so we're done. You guys will know before this comes up. Expect Tomb Raider. That's what I'm assuming, but it's a toss-up. It's either going to be sorry. Let me take that back. Expect Metro Exodus. That's 100% going to happen. But then after that, it's either going to be Tomb Raider or it's going to be Assassin's Creed. I would expect Tomb Raider. 100% I would expect Tomb Raider, because I'm almost positive that's where we're going to go next. But it's up to you guys. So follow me on Instagram at CyberNinja, CY83RN1NJ4. And then you'll see it on my story at one point where I'll let you guys decide. Anyways, that's it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below, subscribe, share. It helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.